Boruto Tsurubu Vortex Chapter 5 was a chapter that really cleared some of the questions that we had, but at the same time created even more questions in mind of the fans. Why didn't Boruto use his karma against his battle with Code to save Sasuke? Is Amato pretending to be affected by Ada's Shinjutsu? Has Shikamaru figured out what the hell is going on? But one question that really popped in my mind was about the current main villains in the story, and that are the Shinju. You see, the Shinju had a very interesting dialogue and discussion. That was the person that they wanted to consume. Like the Moegi Shinju wants to consume Konohamaru, and that made sense as Moegi loved Konohamaru the most. And Sasuke Shinju wanted to consume Sarada, as there is nothing in the world that Sasuke cared more than about his own daughter. For God's sake, he believed his daughter's memory over his own, and that should say something. And Bug Shinju wanted to consume Ada due to her Shinjutsu. Bug probably loved Ada the most in the entire world. But the one that confused me and most of the fans was JURA. Why did JURA, the leader of the Shinju, want to eat Naruto? Like, it doesn't make sense, as most people, including me, thought that JURA was Jigen's Shinju. And why this is so confusing is because Jigen had anything but love for Naruto, and here are two theories that comes in mind by Boruto fandom. The first is the Shinju's emotion doesn't have to be love. It can be any kind of intense emotion that is higher than your regular tier of emotion. Like your love for someone is higher than the hatred for someone, so the hatred for someone will be what the Shinju feels, and hence wanting to eat Naruto. That would kind of make sense, because Naruto was the person who was responsible for not only killing Ishiki, but also taking away his son, Kawaki, and the hate and anger that he would have towards Naruto, hence why he wants to eat Naruto. And convincing as this theory is, it sort of leaves a plot hole in the story, and that is the Shinju is made out of people who are currently alive, and JURA being Jigen really doesn't make sense since, Jigen is dead. But the other theory makes this really interesting, as me and my friends were sitting around and drinking coffee as we discussed Boruto and came up with this theory, and that is that JURA is rather the Shinju of Ishiki rather than Jigen. You see, Jigen via his karma had the chakra and genetics of Ishiki, literally. And there is one more person that is currently alive and in the same situation similar to Jigen, and that is Kawaki. Due to his karma, Kawaki is 80% Ishiki pretty much, and 80% genetically Ishiki, meaning Kawaki has Ishiki's chakra in it. And I'm sure that you guys remember that Kawaki was attacked by a Shinju with the Rinnegan that literally pinned him down, and I'm sure most of you guys know that the Rinnegan allows the user to absorb the chakra of the individual that they are in contact with. And I think the Shinju absorbed Kawaki's chakra, aka 80% of Ishiki's chakra, into himself before Kawaki killed him. But the chakra that was absorbed was more than enough for the giant main body of the Ten Tails to create a Shinju out of it. And the Ten Tails might recognize the chakra of Kawaki, but it might be similar to Jigen, the person who stole the chakra from the beast for over 1,000 years and took his form instead of Kawaki's. And this would explain why JURA wants to consume Naruto, as the only person having Ishiki's chakra currently is Kawaki, and the person that Kawaki loves the most is in fact Naruto. This would really explain the dead people thing, as Kawaki is well and alive, and JURA is feeling Kawaki's feelings instead of Jigen or Ishiki. That would really make a lot of sense. But you see, JURA is the main problem. If JURA is truly Ishiki, Kawaki, or even Jigen's Shinju, meaning he has their abilities, JURA would have the abilities of Ishiki. And JURA also has a freaking Rinnegan. You see where I'm going with this. With this, JURA might even be more powerful than Ishiki, and not only that, if JURA has Ishiki's abilities, that means he can enter the Daikokuten dimension, where Naruto and Hinata are the ones who are currently trapped in it, and the only one that has access to the Daikokuten dimension currently is Kawaki. Let's say if JURA is not Ishiki or Kawaki's or anyone's like that Shinju, right? Maybe he's someone else's Shinju that really loves Naruto. But even if that is the case, the thing still lies that JURA can sense Naruto in the Daikokuten dimension, and he will confront Kawaki about it, since he knows that Naruto is sealed in the Daikokuten dimension, because, well, JURA is not really affected by Ada's Shinjutsu. That really would make sense a lot. The confrontation between JURA and Kawaki after finding out that he has Naruto in his dimension, and a battle between these two is bound to happen. And let me tell you right now, I don't think Kawaki is ready for JURA, as Boruto right now in base is stronger than Code, and let me repeat, Boruto in base is stronger than Code with no limiters. The same Code with no limiters was stated to be stronger than Jigen. As strong as Kawaki has become, the thing is Kawaki relies more on his karma and scientific ninja tool to fight, and his base right now in the story is no doubt, without a doubt, weaker than Boruto's, and that same base Boruto has being backed into a corner to use Flying Thunder God to escape by the bug Shinju, probably the weakest Shinju out of the 4 current Shinju and their battle against Boruto. JURA didn't even interfere. Let me repeat, JURA didn't even interfere when the 3 Shinjus were battling against Boruto. This has to tell you that JURA is on a different level, as he didn't even saw Boruto as a threat, as he thought that he could consume Boruto any time that he wanted. And if the same JURA fought Kawaki, it's game over, as there's no way that Kawaki is beating JURA right now, who probably has counter to all of his moves, as maybe he can even use them himself. And let's just be honest, Kawaki really needs a ass whooping of a lifetime right now. He thinks that he is the strongest in the village, and he thinks he can kill Boruto anytime. The same Boruto who put Code without any limiters on a leash and took him for a damn walk like a dog, bro. And he was in base, like freaking base. Boruto did that, and Kawaki thinks he can beat him. So stupid, man. Kawaki really needs a damn reality check. But I am just a guy ranting on about super powerful fictional villains and how they will destroy the world. But what do you guys think? Is my theory valid? Or do you guys have even better theories? Comment down below if you have a better theory. And while you're down there, guys, for me, like and subscribe to the channel and share this video with many of your friends as possible, as I do want to reach 10,000 subscribers by the end of this year. But until then, I'll see you guys in the next video.